What's up, guys? It is time for our mobility session. My shirt says finished, but never finished. So when you finish a workout, it's time to work on our recovery and our mobility. So today is all about mobility. So follow along with me as I get going. We've got 1 minute on, 10 seconds to transition. We're gonna get started again. You may need a pillow, or I've got a pad as we get going. Grab a pillow in your house. First one we're gonna do is called thread the needle. So I'm gonna give you level 1. You're gonna put your right arm through your left, and then we're gonna go down to the ground. So you can do this like I'm doing, or you can lay down and do it. Okay, so I'll show you when we get started on each of these. But first one, again, you can be on your knees and go down your chest to the ground, or you can lay down. And that opposite arm is just reaching forward. Good stretch for your shoulders. Again, that first one is on your knees. Second one, I'm lying down. As we're doing the mobility, remember we're focusing on our breathing. So I'm taking slow breaths in. I'm going to be talking a lot, but you at home are focusing on your breathing. Once you get your mobility exercise, whichever one we're doing. So I like to count 8 seconds in and 10 out, which is tough to do, but it focuses on the breathing instead of the actual exercise. We're going to be switching sides, nothing crazy. So 10 seconds to transition. 3, 2, 1. So if you're on that first level, or if you want to go on your knees, you're going to bring that left arm through, bring your shoulder to the ground, just lean on that shoulder. Or you're going to lay down, bring that top arm through. And then we're breathing. 8 seconds in. 10-second exhale. There'll be a few times during this mobility where I'll count with you. It is tough to count, but all of these stretches, everything is heightened with your breathing. You're going to feel and get more benefit from the breathing. Encourage you to do it through your nose, but some cases you might have a stuffed nose, and so you can go through your nose, out your mouth, but if you can just breathe through your nose, please do so. We're going to be doing the child's pose next. 2. So again, you need to bring a little pad or a pillow, put that pad on. Child's pose, we're going to push the hips back, and then we're going to reach forward and bring the shoulders down to the ground. And I'm just going to rest my forehead on the ground. You can even have a pillow on the forehead, and I'm reaching forward my shoulders, bringing the shoulders to the ground, and my hips are back to my heels. Again, relaxing in this spot. I'm pushing my arms forward as much as I can. I'm pulling my shoulders down to the ground, and my hips are pulled back to my heels. Some of you can be sitting back on your hips.
That's halfway.
I, on the other hand, always work on my mobility, and I still can't bring my hips to my heels. I also use the excuse that my calves are so big that I can't physically bend my hips to my heels, but that's not true. Almost there, guys. We're going to come up and down the down dog or puppy dog.
2.
So the only difference that we're going to do now is we're going to bring the hips up and then push the shoulders down. So the hips stay off the ground, hips stay up.
Exercise.
I'm going to reach the arms and the shoulders go to the ground. So the arms can go further up, the shoulders go down. This doesn't feel right or comfortable because it is putting some pressure on your shoulders. You can go back to that child's pose where your hips go down. This is an active movement through your shoulders as you pull the shoulders down. Again, working on that breathing.
That's halfway.
Halfway there. Again, you should have some movement. Should feel this in your shoulders, your back. My fingers are relaxed, my weights in my palms. We're almost there. We're going to be going to the seal pose next. You're either going to be on your elbows or your hands. I'll show you some variations on your stomach. Three, two, one. All right, seal pose. You're going to rest your hips on the ground, and then you're just going to lift your chest up with your elbows. You can straighten your arm out and lift that chest up. Or you can try to straighten that arm and come up. So working on the lower back here. Again, elbows down, you're pushing your chest up. If that's too easy, can't really feel a stretch, you can straighten those arms out and try to push that chest up, and you can inch even further up. Just holding that position. So next 4, 5 exercises, 5 minutes, we'll be focused on one side, our right side. So we're going to bring our right foot up. "15 more seconds to go." This is where you'll, if you have a pillow or a pad like I do, you'll put your knee on the pillow. We're going to do the hip flexor first. We're going to bring that left leg up.
2, 1, rest.
All right, so we're going to bring that right knee on the ground. We're going to bring that left leg up.
3, 2,
and then we're going to come up in that hip flexor stretch. So we're lifting that hip up. I'm feeling all that stretch right here. Sitting up nice and tall. So the hands can be here. You can bring that hand up if you want. You're just trying to stretch right through the back leg, right through the hip flexor here. Holding that position. This is one muscle that gets very tight with excessive sitting. I know we all don't do that, right? Again, focus on the breathing. 30 seconds to go. This next one we're going to do, we're going to put that opposite hand on the ground and try to bring the elbow to the ground, and we're going to work on our breathing. I'll count with you. 8-second inhale, 10-second exhale. That's what you should be working on every single stretch here. 10 seconds. I'm breathing out through my mouth, trying to breathe out through your nose. Opposite hand on the ground. I'm going to dive that elbow down. If you can go elbow, elbow, try to. If not, just drive that elbow.
1.
And from here, let's take a few breaths. And I'm going to count with you. We're going to inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Again, 8 seconds. 10. I know it's tough. Focus on that breathing. If you can do 6 and 8, whatever you can do to get in that rhythm where you can feel that stretch elongated, that stretch helping. We're going to slightly change and do what's called the frag next. 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to bend that back knee back. So I'm right here, and I'm going to try to level 1 here. Just here, you're going to feel that stretch in your inner thigh.
2.
Level 2, you can try to bring that elbow down to the ground. So that back leg is going to bend. This leg is up, and I'm going to either be here with your hands or go down to your elbows. Working on that inner thigh, you're going to feel both legs on this one. Now focus on your breathing.
That's halfway.
Hopefully you can hear my breathing. I'm focusing on that long inhale, long exhale. Almost there. We're going to be finishing up this leg. We're going to do that pigeon stretch on the right hip.
3.
All right,
2,
so again
1.
with that pillow, you're going to bring
Rest.
that right leg through. You're going to push that right hip back where you can sit on that pillow, or I've got the
3,
pad,
2,
and I'm just going to hang
1.
out here. So we're going to
Exercise.
dive down, filling it right through here, push that navel to the ground if I'm sitting, or I can reach down, and this is again where you're going to focus on your breathing. So do a few breaths, and I'll count with you. We're going to do this 2 rounds, 2 times, so 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So let's go ahead and start. Take a few deep breaths, exhale, then we'll go in. Inhale, 1, 2,
That's halfway.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7,
3,
6,
2,
5. Keep going,
1.
keep going.
Rest.
2, 1. All right, we're doing 2 rounds, so keep going. This is our start
3,
of our second round.
2, 1.
So you should feel
Exercise.
kind of every time you exhale that those muscles are just kind of sinking a little bit further in that stretch. So really focus on that breathing. It's not fun, but as you're doing this stretch, that counting, that breathing, number 1, helps you not think about the stretch, and number 2, you can actually feel that stretch. We're going to be
halfway.
switching sides, switching legs after this. So we're going to start with that hip flexor on the other side. You guys are doing great. By the way, this is 10 of 19, so we're a little past the halfway mark in this mobility. This is 22 minutes and 5 seconds total. 7 seconds. We're going to be switching legs. That left leg will
3,
be back.
2, 1.
So
Rest.
I'll switch so you can see me. That left leg is going to be back. That knee, bring the right foot up.
3,
And then I'm going to sit
2,
up. So nice and tall, filling
Exercise.
right throughout that side. So understand that the shirt says finish but never finish, and then it says so that. So why am I working on my mobility? Well, so that I can improve on my fitness, so I can feel better the day after the workouts. So that as I age, I'm able to, my joints are healthier and friendlier. So these are why you take time to do stuff like a 22-minute
That's
mobility
halfway.
session. Again, focus on your breathing, pushing that hip forward, really feeling a stretch here. You're gonna feel a little bit in that leg that's up in front. My weight is in my front heel here. All these things, you're focusing on doing it correctly so that you get the most out of it. Good, we're gonna be doing that elbow down exercise next. The opposite hand is gonna be going to the ground.
3,
3,
2,
2, 1. So I'm gonna put my
Rest.
hand, or some of you might be able to go all the way with your elbow down. And all I'm trying to do is try to drive this
3,
elbow
2,
to my
1.
heel.
Exercise.
Okay, my chest down to the ground. So whatever you need to be doing to go as far as you can. My weight's in that front heel. And I'm focusing on that breathing.
That's halfway.
Almost there, guys. We're going to turn into that fragging, that not so pleasing exercise.
2,
So
1.
all I'm doing with that
Rest.
back leg is I'm going to move it towards that other leg. So I'm going to move it in, kind of like a frog. It's
3,
called a frag or
2,
frog. We're
1.
going to now
Exercise.
either keeping those hands here or try to drop that elbow. I can't drop the other one, but drop one of them, and that's gonna get that inner thigh on the one leg, and I'm gonna feel that inner thigh on the leg that's in front of me too. Should not feel good, guys. This is the fun part of mobility. Now we're gonna work on that breathing. If I can focus on my breathing, that uneasy stretch feeling
That's halfway.
goes away from my mind. Got the pigeon stretch next. We're almost done with this, guys. Hang in there for a few more minutes. 10 more seconds.
Three, two,
All right,
one.
great job. We're gonna
Rest.
do that left leg pigeon stretch. I'm gonna sit up and then push that hip back. Sit on that
three,
little
two,
pad I've got, pillow,
Exercise.
whatever that is for you. From here, you can push that navel into the ground and hold. You can sink down into that leg, whatever that feels good for you. You can move your leg up or down. Now we're gonna focus on our breathing. Just sink into that stretch with your breathing.
That's halfway.
So remember on this one, this is the one that we do twice. 2 rounds, total of 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Three, two, one.
All right, staying there,
Rest.
guys. We got one more 10 seconds and one more minute. Again, really focus on that breathing.
Three,
You should be diving into this
one.
stretch. Those
Exercise.
every exhale, just that sinking into that hip.
That's halfway.
We're going to be getting up for the Frogger position after this.
Three, two,
So
one.
this is one,
Rest.
if you have 2 pillows, we're going to put those heels together, and then we're going to spread out the knees. So
Three,
heels together,
two,
and then from there,
one.
go down. Either
Exercise.
you might be here, we're going to push your hip back as far as you can go. The knees are spread out, or you're going to go to your knees and do the same thing. Push those hips back. Once you get to that spot where it's, oh, I feel it, now I'm going to focus on my breathing.
That's halfway.
Two more, guys. We'll be standing up. Last 2 exercises. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking time for you. Focus on you.
Three, two,
All right, we're going to stand up for the standing straddle. So widen your feet. Put both of your feet as far as you can apart. And then we're going to just go dive your arms
Exercise.
straight down. So I'm going to wiggle my toes, and if I can put my palms down, or if I can't, so my hips have all my weight, my heels and my toes are wiggling, and I'm just diving down to the ground. And once I get that spot, I'm breathing.
That's halfway.
So this is a spot if you have a yoga block, if you have a step, if you can't reach all the way to the ground, it might be good to put your hands on. So our last one, guys, is going to be the downward dogs.
One.
And we're going to
Rest.
push those heels back into the ground. I'm going to move my hips up and I'm going to push my head through my arms so my fingers are relaxed. And I'm going to just hold an active downward dog. 1 minute should be tough here, guys. You do what you can. If you need to come and rest, you need to put those knees down. But try to press those heels into the ground. Try to press your shoulders up to your ears. Push that hip up to the ceiling. Almost there. This one you don't necessarily have to worry about breathing. You're going to feel this one. Your body will have to breathe a little bit harder than 8 seconds in. Almost there. We're finishing up. Make sure you take a selfie. Not right in this position. Post on Facebook. Tag Get You in Shape, or check in for Get You in Shape so we can give to our charity. Almost there. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Rest.
1. And that's a wrap. Awesome work, guys. Again, if you didn't hear me, take a selfie.
3,
encourage someone else.
2,
Let me stop that. Encourage someone else to do something. Say, I did, encourage it. So the check-in for charities, number 1, to help give to our charity partner, but it's for you to hopefully encourage, motivate, and inspire someone else out there that maybe needs a little bit of encouragement. So the more we get posting and checking it, Get You in Shape, number 1, we can give more, but also just the idea is we're encouraging and motivating others. So y'all have a great one, and we'll see you on the next video.